There are 4 things I see way too often that are absolutely detrimental to a personal injury case. The first thing is failure to seek timely medical care. Frequently, people will be in a crash and they're injured, but they don't want to go in and be checked out. What that means to an insurance company or an adjuster evaluating your injuries is you're not that hurt. People with serious injuries get immediately checked and they follow up on those injuries. So a failure to seek medical care is a critical aspect to personal injury cases. The second thing that I see frequently are patients who then either exaggerate or minimize their injuries. Why is this detrimental? Well, first of all, if you're exaggerating your injuries, your doctor will make note of it. It will be in your record that your pain is out of proportion to exam. It will show that you're not bending or twisting or turning like you might be able to do. The insurance company will catch on to that, you will have lost credibility, and your case will have lost the credit it deserves. The same as with minimizing your injuries. Some patients are just tough. They want to rough it out. When you rough it out, that's great. In fact, I'm one of those people. Here's the problem. Later on, when we describe the seriousness of your injuries, or when you seek serious medical attention for those injuries, oftentimes it's deemed then to be false or not believable. Why? Because the injuries were minimized early on. Another frequent thing we see, probably the third most detrimental mistake to cases, is talking to the insurance without first seeking the opinion of an attorney. The reason is this: most people just do the right things. They live right, they tell the truth, they work closely with their adjuster or whoever they're with. And when you're doing that with an insurance company, I've had clients, for example, who say things like, the adjuster will ask them, have you ever had neck pain before? They'll say, well sure, who hasn't had neck pain? But I've never had neck pain like this. This was from the crash. The problem is that very first statement, who hasn't had neck pain? Of course they've had neck pain. That's then taken as you suffer from a pre-existing injury, a pre-existing condition that wasn't caused by the crash. That spells trouble. Frequently, in our firm, we're digging out of holes that are created because people speak with the insurance company before they speak with the attorney. They make neutral, innocent statements that end up harming their case. And probably the fourth and most detrimental thing that I end up seeing on cases are failure to get timely attorney involvement. Why is early involvement important? Well, it's simple. Sometimes there's critical film footage at an intersection that may be in a business that's erased every 3 days. We need that. Occasionally there are statements on Facebook or Instagram or different social media sites where people talk about the crash. Those quickly get buried with weeks to come. Sometimes there are witnesses who are in the state for a limited period of time, or may move away, or may even in some cases die before we get to them if someone takes too much time to seek our help. Timely consultation with an attorney is critical. We're able to capture witness statements, get critical video evidence, perhaps even save the black box data in a car before the car is then destroyed by some wrecking yard. Long story short, seek help early, get the guidance, don't make statements that are against your interest, make certain that you fairly represent your injuries and just be truthful about them. And if you do these things, everything will go well in your personal injury case. If you've been in a motor vehicle crash and you have questions, come to us. We can help.